Okay, the first thing I'd like to know is, who are you?
Ryan Anderson.
Ryan Anderson.
St. Louis, Missouri.
St. Louis, Missouri. You're a junior here at Missouri State. What high school did you play ball at?
St. Charles West, actually.
St. Charles West. What about club's team?
I played with Gallagher most of my life from 11 up, but before then I just played with a couple select teams, but I started really getting serious when I was about 10 or 11.
So, and you're a Gallagher kid?
Yeah.
Okay. When you came out of high school, how heavily recruited were you?
To tell you the truth, I wasn't really recruited too heavily because my academics weren't as well as they could have been.
Mm-hmm.
But I busted my butt towards the last part of my senior year to be able to get into the university, and that's what I really wanted to do. That's what I dreamed about my whole life, was going to Division I.
Our friends at MSU here, how'd you make that choice?
They came out and saw me play a couple times, and they had contacted me. I think it was via email, and they had kept, coming back at me, trying to get me to contact them and trying to get to talk to them. And I just really liked the way they approached me, and they were really professional about their job and what they wanted out of it.
Was that Coach Sorley?
That was Coach Sorley and Coach Lehman, but I heard first from Coach Sorley.
Sorley, yeah, he's the recruiter, isn't he? Did you, and Sorley and I were talking, he mentioned a coach you had that's an MSU an alum? Is that
Derek Phillips. He coached me all the way through high school whenever I came into a freshman until I graduated. And he was, you could tell that he definitely knew what he was talking about. He came from somewhere that actually knew what they were doing. He wasn't some high school coach that didn't know.
Oh, so he's the St. Charles West coach.
Yeah, he coached me at St. Charles West, and he was an alum at Missouri State.
At Missouri State, okay. Last year, your sophomore year, how many goals did you score?
15.
15 goals. That puts you in the top ranks of the country, didn't it?
Yeah.
Isn't that how people started to notice you?
Yeah, I didn't really follow it too much. I just went out there and scored. But yeah,
Right. That's where the attention came from.
That's where the attention came from, was goals.
What was for you? What was your most memorable game last season?
My most memorable. It'd probably be either the second game of the season against I think it was FAU, Florida Atlantic, whenever I had my first hat trick of college career, or it was a game against Vanderbilt when it was a conference game, and we ended up going up 3-2 whenever I had a game-winning goal. But it would have been the most memorable game if we would have secured that win against Drake and the MVC.
If we'd gotten through, yep, that would have been real nice. So the reason I'm out here chatting with you is because there's two lists that have come out that are fairly important. One is the Missouri Athletic Club Hermann Award, Hermann Trophy, and you were named to the current watch list, which meant they named 15 players, and you're one of those 15. One of the I guess there was only one other kid from the Midwest, and that was John D. Raimondo from SLU, right?
Yeah.
Johnny D. You played ball with him this summer, right?
Yeah, I played down in Chicago, or up in Chicago with him through the Chicago Fire Premier. It's the PDL team, and we had a good time up there playing.
Did you?
It was fun, yeah.
Nice guy to got you some good service.
Yeah, he was a real good player. I played with him also back home, back in St. Louis. He played with Bush Soccer Club, and I played with Scott Gallagher, and we were just arch rivals. And so I've known him ever since I was 10 or 11 years old. So I've played with him, I played against him. He's a good player. Out there and get the job done, and they're not going to come to you. And that's what Johnny did last year. I think he went out and he played well, and as I did, I had a team that came out and backed me up every game, because I wouldn't have scored 15 goals if I didn't have the team that I had last year.
Right.
That would have never happened. I can't win every game in my school, every goal in my
How'd you hook up with the Fire Premier team?
I think Coach Lehman actually called Mike Makovich, or vice versa. They got in contact with each other, and they ended up asking me if I would want to go down there. And at first I was unsure about it, but then I realized that I want to be a pro soccer player, and that's the next step to get into where I want to be. And Mike Makovich was really positive, and he really wanted me to get down there and train with him. So that's really what helped me, is Mike and Coach Lehman and Sorley getting on their horses and trying to work something out for me.
So part of that selling process that occurs not only on the pitch, but as you described out in the soccer community.
Right.
What type of goals does the team have this year?
I think the main goal of the team is to get to the NCAA tournament. That's the number one goal of the whole team. I could care less if I score one goal or if I score 15 goals. I just want our team to succeed, and I think that's what everybody else wants to do. So they don't care individually how well we do. We just all want to get to the tournament because we know we're good enough. We have a core of players that, I mean, is so strong, you know, that nobody can stop us if we really, you know, push for it. So
you were ranked number 2 in the preseason list in the Missouri Valley, right?
Right.
So getting past Creighton, have we beaten Creighton in recent times?
I think my freshman year we beat Creighton 1-0 on our home field.
That's right. You beat them at home in the regular season,
Right.
And then lost in the playoffs.
We lost in the playoffs, and then last year, my sophomore year, 2005, we also lost to them in the regular season play, but we didn't play them in the.
You went up there, and then you lost that first game against Drake, I guess it was.
Right.
Okay. Well, then, what else do you think the folks need to know about Missouri State's preseason All-American?
Not too much, just to come out and watch me play and watch our team play, and we'll get the job done. If you come out and watch, we'll come out and perform.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.